Where do I go from here?
They won't see me.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
No choice but to keep going.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate!
Just saying.
Believe me then. Surgical
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
May the gods take you first.
Need to act fast.
Let's take.
Business, I say. Can't even...
Are you sure it's not a trap?
Ready. What should I do?
Let's cook with fire, baby.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then perhaps it's a good job I ran into him. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candlehallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you... It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumor has it, there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the Elf Song. I will. But I'm still obliged to protect the Upper City Patriarchs first. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If you've got anything to tell of your investigations by then, I'd love to hear it.
Is that a password? It might be worth trying at the Tombstone store.
Great job.
It was a Balist that tried to kill Master Figaro. Why would a Balist want Master Figaro dead?
Didn't like the ropes of the new Facemaker fashion line? Who can say? That's the most tasteless slogan I've come up with yet. Great job. pacemaker fashion line? Who can say? That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet. Good job. Didn't like the roughs on the
Still
new
alive. So that's progress.
Swim into the
I
opposite.
heard it was a ballast that tried to kill Master Figaro.
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch it. But there's probably greater things down there to keep trash like us out.
Nah, you're right. Safe is careful. Gods know what else is down.
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
Heavens, what's the hold-up? I dare say the wait is shorter in the City of Judgment.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. I assure you, we are as well provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy. It's hard to explain, but I'm happy.
It's fascinating.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace.
Given the chance, I'd make a fine principal researcher.
Isn't it? Peaceful for the moment. For how long? The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
This is a colossal waste.
Let's move.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools, past and present, who have sought to use her. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. Then let us be about it.
Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Heard it from Mother Aramina herself. The steel watch said they...
What a surprise.
Ah, Mahler's mark, an ambush.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home. She always brings the smartest people home, too.
Enough, Ryan. I taught you better manners than that.
No, you didn't.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7.
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed? See, Mother? A little positivity.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsk against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired. It is some defect of the mind, I think, to stubbornly insist you are following the light, even as you blunder through the darkness. Or perhaps the defect is mine. When I left Minsk to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsk would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsk unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool, hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. You think I flatter myself in believing it is my face alone that Minsk follows? Mahler mark me, but I find myself hoping he is tadpoled. Come then. We need a lead on where these shapeshifters have fled to. Let's see what hints they left behind in the vault. I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Of course I was. You met her, did you not? The girl had opinions before she had teeth. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
We're working on it.
You'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl. Something over there.
going to eat with us today?
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Crude manners, but you speak well enough for a peasant.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
Try that handbill at little poultices. We might be tending the injured here. Should be at home with our loved
Perhaps
ones.
you should brush up on the herb lore yourself, George. Mother's vines are looking a little weedy.
Why are the quiet ones always
That might be worth a look.
Unfortunate demise awaits.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryon. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
Moonrise. Like the place from your stories, Jaheira.
the very same. We can give that one a happy ending after all. Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out. Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there. Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh? The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us. Nature's servant awaits.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Traps. How considerate. Simple.
I've got a long road ahead. Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
I grow tired of this fault. I am sorry, but I am just tired. When I made the... That is his... You saw the fool. Hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. No, come, men. We need a lead on where these shapeshifters have fled to. Let's see what hints they left behind in the vault. Ah. The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me. Let us show them how it's done. A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
No one's stopped me yet.
Such authority.
No time to rest.
Spare me your salutes, guardswoman. You let us slip right past you.
Did not, Commander. Smelled you coming. Your friend, too. Druidy smell.
Such keen senses. I suppose you're up to keep guarding them all while I'm away.
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Fine. Commanders put me in charge. On your way, citizen.
Or drunk in a tavern.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Oh, keep the city peaceful, my arse.
Did you go for a swim earlier? Must have been some other oozing stuff. stinking lump floating downstream.
Still waiting.
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers. Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled.
My God!
Hey, good looking.
I've got a long road ahead.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. He is Clan, summoned in the place of the friends that I lost. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with... Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us, said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist, but you all lie. The absolute... I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
What are we supposed to be doing? Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers. We are troublemakers.
By the glory of Mother Glyph, tell me you've taken the Orphic Hammer.
Is that blood?
Ah, you finally come. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? Then I will wait here until you have. The chains that bind Orpheus also bind the whole of the Githyanki people. The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
Doing.
Let's get going.
We see, we know.